you couldn't get out earlier. That's the problem. I don't really want to tell you what I've studied, but so I started studying back in September of 2022, only like 2 months after I finished high school. And in January of 2023 we had an exam, and if you passed the exam you could not drop out of that degree until now. I'm so sorry for the background noise. It's my bunnies. They're eating there. Hey, they're munching on their hay. So you could not drop out because you had to pay a certain amount back, and I did not have that type of money. So because I was also working, so in my degree that I was studying for, we had a couple months of university where we would go to school and where we would study, and then you had a couple of months where you would work in the field that you were studying, and we were getting a regular monthly salary, so I was getting a lot of money for like studying, and that money I had to like pay back if I didn't fail the exam. So if I wanted to drop out any earlier, I would have had to pay back at least 30,000 euros, and I don't have that kind of money. My family doesn't have that kind of money, and so yeah, so I dropped out. I will still probably be employed until August 31st or September, but I will not be going back to work. I will call in sick, and I got a doctor's note, so I don't have to go on, which is very nice. But that has been kind of stressful, especially with, telling all the people, telling friends, telling family. A part of my family doesn't know yet. My grandparents know, my aunt and my uncle know, but like they're on my mom's side, but my dad's side, I see them way more often, and I'm very scared that they're gonna be disappointed or being like negative or something, and I don't really want that. And I have told some friends, but not all of the friends. I did not tell a lot of the friends that I'm studying with because I think they would judge me. Like one girl from uni, no, 3 people from uni know, but only one girl is very close to me, so they know, and my closest friends, they also know. But one of my friends, I'm going to text them. We have not been in contact for at least a month. Okay, that's enough of this trigger. We haven't been in contact for the last couple of weeks because he was always very supportive. He was like, "You're rocking your degree, you're always so ambitious, you're always studying so much." And I was studying so much because I was not understanding anything. Sometimes I would sit at my desk for 2 hours and cry afterwards because I was not getting the things in my head. I was just too dumb to, I was not too dumb to understand. Oh my god, okay. I was not too dumb to understand that it was just something that I was not interested in studying. And that's why I couldn't grasp the concept, because I didn't enjoy what I was doing. And that's, like, I had the same problem in high school. I was always so good in the, in those classes, in those subjects that I was so interested in. I was so good at them. But in the, classes that I was not really interested in, I was so bad. So, yeah, that was the main issue. way older. He's like almost 10 years older, and we met through a mutual friend. And that has been, like, that brought up a couple of issues in the past, just because I feel like we are in very different points in life. You know, he has so much more life experience than me, which is fine, but sometimes he's like the type of person that's like, oh, I know it better than you. Like, oh my god, because I lived almost 10 years longer than you, I know so much more about life. And I'm like, maybe you do, but I need to make my own mistakes, or I need to live my own life, you know? And he can be very judgy if he's not on board with something, and I was just too scared that he would judge me and that he would say something hurtful that I was not ready to hear. But right now, you know, everything is settled. I already dropped out, so he can either deal with that or we can't be friends anymore, because right now I need people that support my decisions and that are on board with me doing something else. So yeah, this is life update number 1. Life update number 2 is, what are you going to do in the fall? So I'm right now planning on going to university for social work. So I'm going to be a social worker. I thought a lot about what I wanted to do, and I knew that I wanted to do something with people. I wanted to help someone, and I wanted to feel fulfilled in my work, even though I would not maybe earn a lot of money. And I think social work is combining a lot of interests that I have. It's combining psychology, sociology. You also have a little bit of management courses and things like that, so hopefully that will work out. Yeah, so that's the plan, going in for social work, because I don't really want to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. In Germany, to become a psychiatrist, you have to study for 5 years, and then you have to do a psychiatrist training for 5 years, and I'm not planning on doing that. That's too long for me, because I want to be a mom. Like, I know, like, I'm 21, but I know deep in my heart I want to be a mom before I turn 30. And because I want to have multiple children, I want at least 2 kids, because I grew up an only child, and that sucked at some point. So I want to have kids, and I want to have a stable life before I have kids, because I'm just a very scared, anxious person, and I could not raise kids if I'm still in college. Like, that's not gonna work out. So I feel like social work is a very good choice for me, but I'm scared that it will not work out. But yeah, so what am I going to do with my summer? Maybe we'll switch. I have a little palm pal. Do you know what palm pals are? They're like these little tiny plushies that just fit in the palm of your hand, and they make very nice sounds. So number 1, I'm going to take a French course in September. I already booked it, I paid for it. So I'm going to study, you know, French throughout the summer, like in September. Is it like, I think that's still summer. Is it fall? I don't know. Might be fall, but it's in September. I took French in high school and in middle school, but because we had to, it was mandatory to take it. So I think I took it 5 or 4 years. 8th grade, 9th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, 5 years. I cannot, like, talk in French. I can't say anything. It's so bad. my food. It was so bad. So we were doing that. We met up, we went for a walk, and it was amazing. You know, we vibed very, very well. We just talked like for hours and hours, and it was not awkward. And after, you know, I was so nervous in the beginning, but that faded away so quickly. And then I really felt comfortable with them. So, and after that meeting, we exchanged numbers, and we have been talking on the phone ever since. So yeah, so I really want to pursue that it's not really a relationship, but I really want to pursue that. We are going to meet up in a couple of days again, and we also have been talking on the phone. I'm right now switching between triggers. So, yeah. And if it's not going to work out with them, which I don't think it won't, you know, he's funny, he's sweet, a little bit shy, but not too old. He's only like 3 years older, so that, I think it's a nice age difference, age gap. And I feel like we met really well, so that's really what I want to pursue in the future. Just see where things take me. I don't really want to romanticize and be like, oh my god, that's gonna be my husband. Like, no, probably not. It probably will be a situationship for a couple of months, and then we'll either be dating or we'll be breaking up, or like ending that situationship type of thing. But I just want to put myself out there. I want to meet new people. I want to make some experiences, and you know, just have fun. You know, you only live once, and I have a free summer ahead of me, and I really want to, you know, I just want to try some things. So I'm also probably trying out new sports. There's like a free yoga class near my home. My mom and I will probably go take that class because it's like free, so it won't hurt. So I want to try out yoga. I've done yoga in the past, like online, like watching those videos and, you know, doing them, but I really want to take like an actual class and see how I like that. What I also really like doing right now is color by number. So I have been working on a couple of color by number projects. That's really fun, and I want to go on more walks. Right now the weather has been shit. The last couple of days it has been raining, and it was very humid outside, and I'm not doing well in that type of climate. Like, raining is okay, but if it's super humid outside, I get so dizzy. It's so bad, and you just feel sweaty and disgusting, and I don't really want to go out when it's like that. But if it's like 25 degrees Celsius outside and it's like sunny and nice, I love going on walks. Just plop an audiobook on, take a water bottle, put sunscreen on, and then you just walk, and it's nice, and you get your steps in. I also want to go, get in a better workout routine, so do more Pilates. I love Pilates. I also only do that, like, with YouTube videos. in the middle of here, I may be planning. I might